I got to give it up to the Chicago Bulls here. Yesterday, after, 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, or whenever it was, when they got blown out at home in Game 3, I thought that was it. I thought that was the sign that they had just pretty much given up. But they came back in this Game 4. They fought hard. There were some times when it looked like it would be over, but they stayed in double overtime and ended up getting the 3-point win. So I was very impressed with what I saw out there by them. I thought they were just done, but it's not over yet. Derrick Rose, one dime away from getting the triple-double. He had a fantastic game, 23 points, 11 rebounds. Imagine how good Derrick Rose is going to be when he starts hitting his jumpers, because he isn't yet. And he does have a lot of turnovers, but it's going to come. You couldn't ask for much more from him right now. Ben Gordon hitting those big shots in overtime. He was big. Just fun to watch this guy. He can't really do anything but score, but he does that so well. We'll forgive him for that. Other people chipping in. John Salmons had a pretty good game. Shot a low percentage, but he scored enough points to, make the difference in the end. Kirk Heinrich and Brad Miller came off the bench to give some quality minutes. Brad Miller fouled out later. There were a lot of fouls in this game. And, I don't really know what this game means in the long term, but this Celtics team had a chance to shut the door. After what they did in Game 3, I really thought they were going to shut the door in this game and win. I thought they were going to win big in this game, but Pierce, his numbers are good, but he shot a pretty low percentage and missed some important shots. He has 29 points, but he's 9 of 24 from the field. So he had his issues. He missed, I think, a significant free throw late in the game. He, 6 turnovers. That's just not Paul Pierce basketball. So, I don't know. I've heard the argument that he's tired, and I'm thinking that looks pretty true right now. Glenn Davis, he had a pretty bad game. Ray Allen did everything he could near the end. He had that 3 to send it into overtime. He hit some other big shots. He was getting it done. Rondo was a monster. I think he had the triple-double. And Rondo's just been, I don't know who's been better this postseason, Rondo or LeBron. Those are probably the two best players in the postseason so far. They got nothing from their bench. No production from their bench. Bench was ugly. So, and there you have your result. It was a great game. I watched the fourth quarter and both overtimes. Great games. Really enjoyed it. Gordon and Allen going back and forth, shooting the lights out. Derrick Rose and Rajon Rondo making all those plays. Just a joy. The Cavaliers swept the Pistons. Not much to say here. LeBron was 1 assist from getting 2 assists from getting the triple-double. Detroit, they tried as hard as I can imagine them trying. They're just outclassed this series. There's nothing much you can say here. Like McDyess, 26 points, 10 rebounds. What more do you want from him? Rasheed Wallace played awful again, but it's pretty obvious he's mailing it in right now. I don't even know if he cares. So, you have the guys like Antonio McDyess step up a little bit, but it's just not enough with this team, especially when Mo Williams was hitting like he was today. He had 24, and obviously LeBron, 36 points, 13 rebounds, 8 assists. He's playing at a very high level right now, and I don't know. We all pretty much saw this coming. I thought the Pistons were going to win one game, but not only were they outclassed, I think a lot of players on that team were just not that interested. Magic Sixers, I watched most of this game, and I just was not really getting the feeling that this was good basketball. I was like, both these teams are screwing up. Both these teams are making stupid mistakes, shooting themselves in the foot over and over, and I felt it was sloppy on both sides, and it just didn't make for very fun basketball. I felt both teams were being kind of dumb, but Magic came out on top, 84-81. Turkoglu hit the game-winning 3 with a second left on the clock to win it. So Hito stepped up after, he's really struggled this series. He's really been a detriment to the Magic so far, but he stepped up today, played a little better. Dwight Howard had a huge game, 18 points, 18 rebounds. So, Rashard Lewis played all right. So, at the end of the day, the Magic got the job done, but they don't look like a team that's ready to be among the elite. And as for the Sixers, watching this game, I honestly felt like the Sixers could come away from that game feeling better about themselves than the Magic could, even though the Magic won and now have home court advantage again. So I don't quite know what to make of that, but the Sixers, they're just trying really hard, going out there, giving it their all, and they make stupid mistakes, but it's because they're not that good of a team. So that kind of stuff happens. It shouldn't be happening to the Magic. They won 59 games. So I don't know what's going on right now in Orlando. I just finished watching the Rockets beat the Trailblazers. I'm really not interested in this series, and I don't know why. We have some compelling storylines here. Yao Ming trying to get out of the first round. Brandon Roy tries to lead the young Trailblazers in, but I just don't care. And looking at this game, Yao Ming played well. Artest was passing the ball for once because he has the tendency to chuck up bad shots. Roy did everything he could. Fernandez was big at some points. I think they need to run more plays for Fernandez because he's not getting the ball enough, but I'm just not that interested in this series. I think the Rockets are going to win it in 6. I think Portland wins Game 5 and Houston wins Game 6, and that'll be that. I cannot mount the necessary interest in this series, so that's really all I can say. See you tomorrow.